get caffeinated. Get the coffee in your body. It's like doing... I can't say that early on the podcast or else we're going to get struck off the internet. Good morning.
Good morning, Drew.
Oh, good morning. Welcome to the Do-Over Podcast, the best damn podcast you've never, ever heard of until now. Welcome. All we ask is that you enjoy the festivities that are about to take place. You know, listen, we do this stuff for damn near free, but we do it for you. So all we ask is that you comment, like, and subscribe and put on the bell notifications. Go to our Patreon and give us $1 million. That's all we ask. It's a small ask. It's not a large one, but I must say we do appreciate your eyes and ears support. You can watch us on all the platforms, but following us helps. We're live from the Grogg studio, Northish, Fresno. And it's about to go down because it's Lady Orc's birthday.
Yay, my birthday.
Look how itty bitty you are. So teeny tiny.
Didn't grow bigger for my birthday.
You didn't. Was that your birthday wish, to grow bigger?
Yes.
You're like, I want to gain mass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little, you know.
But it's not going to happen, Lady Orc. You're just this big.
Forever stuck this way.
You're so small. And then we got Valerie O'Brien, McMaster Kirkpatrick. What's up?
Hi, everybody.
Hi. How are you?
I'm so good.
I like to hear that. You did find your necklace.
I did.
It was in your butt.
It was literally up my butt.
Yeah. And then you got so excited. You said, you pulled it out. You said, it was in my butt.
Yeah.
And then you put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. And Orcam! Look, it's Orc. What's up, Orc? Good morning, everybody. My name is Drew Hyatt, and it's about to go down. Why do you have my pointer?
I don't know. It was handed to me, and I'm assuming just
I don't know. I don't think that's yours. I think you should give that back to me.
What are you going to do with it?
Nothing. You
Point out our flaws?
No.
Probably.
Oh my God. I do this one time as a bit that I cleared with Jess. Okay, let's talk about this. One time, I don't even know why I bought the pointer. You know, I do know why I bought the pointer.
To pick up metal. It's got a magnet.
No. So
Are you sure about that?
I don't know.
Pretty magnetic.
I don't know.
This is for picking things up.
No, it's to point things out. Okay. Hold on. A pointer is not to pick shit up. I mean, you can.
This has a...
I know what you mean.
This is also used to pick up...
I understand if there's a magnet on it. But back in the day, when I was growing up, I grew up in the day and age that every teacher or CEO in movies and shows had a pointer that they pull out and go like this. And I wanted one so bad. I don't know why. It's probably because I was obsessed with weaponry. And it looked like a weapon to me. And I was like, I want a pointer. I never got a goddamn pointer. And it really irked my soul. And then one day I saw that and I was like, ooh, a pointer? I'm buying that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll give it back to you if that's the case, because I didn't realize it was...
It meant so much to me.
Yeah, here.
So I got the goddamn pointer. And it just so happened to when we were about to do a podcast episode and Jess hit us up and said something she was being super funny about it, though. She was talking about how she felt, something about her body or something. And it was fun. The conversation on the phone before we started was funny. So I was like, look, can we make this into a bit for the podcast? You can say no. I want you to be comfortable. But if you're okay talking about it, can we do that? And she said yes. Then she gets in there and I went like this. And I pointed out her problem areas, but it wasn't even like that. It was a joke. I got so much shit for months.
Well,
It still gets brought up. She okayed the bit. This is my problem. I'm not mean. I wouldn't just bring her into a room and start doing that. I cleared it with her first.
Well...
No, there's no well.
It's just a yes, girl. She got non-confrontational.
No.
Remember,
Orc, you were there.
Let's just remember, Drew.
I said, you do not need to say yes. I said, this isn't we had other things planned. I was like, you do not need to do this. But what she was saying was funny. And I thought it would make good content. And oh boy, did I just get the shit kicked out of me for months because of it. So My love of my pointer.
It's ruined.
It's ruined.
Tainted.
It's tainted. Anyways, good morning. Good morning, ladies. Anyways, let's do this. Now, Valerie McMaster.
Yes.
O'Brien Kirkpatrick.
Miss Val. You can just say Val.
Valerie O'Brien McMaster Kirkpatrick.
Miss Val.
You do something on your podcast.
We do.
What's the name of your podcast?
My podcast is The Founding Mothers of Hot and Talking, or TFMO Hot and Talking, on YouTube and Spotify, Instagram, TikTok. We like to start our episodes off with a love-hate.
Okay.
So we'll talk about what we loved for the week and what we hated for the week, just to break the ice.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I like it. Mm-hmm. Now, if you are familiar with the Founding Mothers of Hot and Talking podcast, you would see that her and Jamie are very complimentary, very girl bossy with each other. They're both independent contractors. Unlike here, where we're like, what's a front fart? And then we talk about that.
We talk about front farts. We call it a queef, call it a quiff.
A quiff?
You never heard that Peaches song? I like this.
A quiff.
Yeah.
So you're very complimentary, very sweet. Whereas we kind of argue with each other about everything because that's what we do here.
Right.
So let's get to what we love and what we hate. So I'm going to go to you first.
Sure.
Tell me what you loved about this week and what you hated about this week.
Okay. So if you're from Fresno, you know that on Saturday was Porch Fest. And the whole community came out and just
explain what Porch Fest is for people that aren't from here.
So droves of people come out to listen to artists, local artists. They set up on just a bunch of different porches, porches.
To give you an idea, like the arts and music district, if you will, of Fresno is called the Tower District, which is there's a lot of houses and basically like a main stretch, like a main, what would it be called? Like not a shopping, but like restaurants and shopping. It's a main
like
road.
An outdoor like mall kind of, but it's just like a district.
And a lot of the houses are a little bit older. So they have like the big overhang patios with big concrete kind of slabs. So there's a lot more space comparatively speaking to like modern day suburbs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Porch Fest was started during COVID when all of these wonderful bands and artists that are here in our beautiful city couldn't perform in the bars and venues since everything was shut down. So they started Porch Fest. And what is this? The 4th or 5th year?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's the 4th year.
Yeah. So we went out there. There's just like hundreds and hundreds of people on bicycles, on foot, in little like buggies, and they've got kids and old people, young people, everybody, their dogs. So we went out there and we supported a bunch of our friends.
And you had a blast.
We had an amazing time. It started to sprinkle a little bit, but not too bad. It was a really fun time. Yeah.
So that's something we love.
Something I fucking love.
So what did you fucking hate?
Dudes?
Okay.
Dude, no.
Dudes in general?
No. I was going to say something else, but on my way to the gym this morning, I saw a cyclist who had been hit by a car.
No.
Yeah, dude. Laying in the road, being helped by whoever hit him.
Oh, man.
But I was like, and I didn't even have like a good workout, honestly. I was like,
wait,
God, I hope that guy's okay.
Did he die?
He was not moving. He was holding his head like this into the road, laying down. And I was like, this is not good. This is not good. I hope he's okay. And then as I'm going one way, an ambulance and a police officer are coming the opposite way.
I'm going to say something that's a hot take that people are going to get mad at me about, but I'm going to say it anyways. All right. I hope he's fine. Some cyclists act like they're fucking cars and they're not. All right. And you need to be super careful. And like the law is that we need to watch for you guys. And I always do. I've never hit a cyclist or a pedestrian or anything like that. Some like cyclists that do the whole cycle thing act like they're vehicles at times. And I'm like, get the fuck out of the way and get safe because I'm in a 2-ton car.
Yeah.
You're on a bicycle.
I think I feel the same way as you when it's like a mountain road.
Mhm.
But in the city, I'm like, we got to make room for everybody, you guys.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. Absolutely. I'm just saying, and I'm not victim blaming internet.
And to be fair, this guy had his own bike lane. Like I was driving down Shaw heading towards Loma Vista.
Mhm.
So there's plenty of room. And I don't know how he got hit. Like it was definitely not his fault.
Oh, for sure.
Like-
Dude, look, let me clarify so the internet doesn't kill me. Anyone that gets hit on a bike, most likely not their fault. Like most likely not their fault. Most likely the person that's driving.
Yeah.
And like, look, just pull up to a 4-way stop and see how it breaks everyone's fucking brains. There's a lot of shitty drivers out there. So I guarantee you these assholes are clipping bikes left and right. So I'm not like blaming them. I just know that like sometimes when I'm in traffic and there's literally a cyclist in the middle of the road and I'm tailing him,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, dude, you're not a car. You need to get over.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just be safe out there.
Everybody be
Don't
safe.
hit people
Yes.
on bicycles.
Yeah.
It's like my dad rides motorcycles, or at least he did pre-cancer. And I always watch for motorcycles all the time.
Yeah,
So
me too.
if I see a guy coming on, I know that he's going to like zoom past. I always move over to the side, like just a little bit in the lane to give him comfortable space moving. The other day I'm driving. This dude comes out of nowhere, like, and he's hauling,
Mm.
and I smoke. So like my hand's out the window. This guy just like literally probably missed my hand by an inch.
Oh my God.
And I was thinking to myself, okay, I'm super respectful and I watch for the motorcyclists. But dude, if you're going to like act like an asshole on a motorcycle, like he kind of like did one of the like looked at me like I'm the asshole. And I'm like, no, bro, you're going 80 when everyone else is probably going 35 and you're going shooting down the middle of traffic.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
Like you're asking to fucking crash. Like, fuck off.
Mhm.
Anyways, good stuff. Way to
Yeah.
bring down the podcast right when it started talking about death. I appreciate it, Val.
About the hate. You asked me about the hate.
Now let's go to Lady Orc birthday girl. All right, Val, we're gonna play a little game real quick.
Yes.
Guess how old Lady Orc is.
21.
You're so sweet.
You look it, girl.
Thank you.
She does look super teeny tiny. Like if I didn't know you had a 17-year-old,
Yeah.
I would think you were probably like late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's what I would think. But how old are you now?
37.
She's
Oh my
37.
God, twins.
Yeah.
Oh, when's your, today's your birthday. When's your birthday?
When's your birthday? Oh, that's right. It's today.
May 29th.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Next
you're
year.
coming up too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So Lady Orc,
Yes.
what did you hate about this week? What did you love about this week or last week?
Love, I also went to Porch Fest.
Yes.
So super fun. Orc's brother was here in town playing. They came up from LA to play.
Sweet.
So we went to go see him. So I love getting to see him and my sister-in-law and my niece and nephew because I don't get to see him often. And then obviously I had my birthday.
Yes.
And yeah, so that was my love, I guess.
The birthday and the Porch Fest was love.
Yeah.
What did you hate?
I didn't quite have a hate, but you reminded me when you were telling your story. It's not so bad, but just this morning.
You're all, I hit a motorcyclist on the way here.
Well,
I drove away. I drove away. No one saw it.
knows.
No one knows at all.
But no, so I hate bad drivers then. I was driving today over by Bullard High School, right at Palm and Barstow. And I'm about to go towards Bullard. And the guy comes up in the right lane, the turn lane, and continues on straight into the bike lane to drop his kid off at school.
Parent drop-offs are the worst.
Literally
dude.
the worst. Yeah.
And like,
Totally.
And pickups.
so
Yeah.
whenever I go to Malik, right, to drop off the girls, there's one dude in particular. Now, I don't necessarily want to call him out because I don't know who knows out there, but there's a guy that drives, let's just say a truck. Okay. And he notoriously will, it's tight. There's not a lot of parking spaces. So when you go in to drop off the kids and then fuck off, like you want to get in as tight as you can to allow everyone to park.
Right.
This dude parks just far enough in the middle of multiple cars that no one can get in or behind him.
Yeah.
He goes and drops off the kids, walks back to the truck, and just sits in the truck. And I'm like,
move it, buddy.
it's time to fuck off.
Exactly.
It's time to get it. That's my biggest pet peeve. Well, I don't have a ton of
We got a lot of them.
Yeah, we got a lot of them over here. But as far as driving is concerned, is when people that are leaving parking lots do not move with urgency, considering consideration to others. So if like there's a very densely packed parking lot, when you get in your car, if you just sit there while people are clearly waiting for you,
Right.
I think it's so rude.
Yeah.
drives me up a wall.
Me too.
It's like,
They don't have any like situational awareness, or they just
Right.
don't care.
or either one is unacceptable. I will not give you clearance for either one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Oh,
Like,
for sure.
No. God, that drives me insane. The whole like not returning the card thing. You know what? Pleases and thank yous and excuse me's do not exist in two places that I frequently go to. First of all, Costco. You would think that the attitude is going to be a little bit better at Costco. Everyone's paying to
Right.
shop here. You're getting some good deals, so you're in better attitude. And it's the Costco. It's the land of the stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
You want like the Dane Cook attitude, right? Once he's trying to get employee of the month.
I don't even know what that reference is.
What?
I don't know what that reference is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
So my whole point is like, you would think people would be more courteous, you know, but people in Costco are fucking retarded, dude. They pull up their cart halfway through in the lane when there's like mass traffic, like people traffic,
Mhm.
and just leave it there. Or their kids are running around, or like their samples, but they'll just like put their cart in the middle of the lane
We need
and
some
start
bike
stampling.
bells on our carts.
Yeah, beep,
I like
beep,
that.
beep.
Yeah, I like
That's
that.
a good
Yeah.
idea.
On Saturday, I was using that thing like I was like, get out of the bike, like beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
beep, 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 beep. Yeah.
I like
Walmart's
that.
the worst offender, though. Walmart is by far. Now, look, I was not a Walmart shopper until literally about a year ago because I almost refused to support the Wall family. Because now, look, you don't call me like some lib cuck fucking whatever.
I would never call you that.
I'm saying
I might.
that, yeah, Lady Orc's gonna get on it.
Fucking lib cuck.
No, the fucking Wall family, I don't like their practices, right? Like they'll literally hand out like what are they called? Pamphlets telling their workers like how to get on government assistance and shit. And they're like one of the richest families in the
Right,
world. I'm like,
yeah.
fuck you. Fuck you. I need to pay
Yeah.
for their shit. You pay for their shit, right? So it was only like if I had to go there, I would go there. But by principle, I refused. Tariffs happen, all this shit happened, prices going through the roof.
Mhm.
It's basically the only place you can get normal prices these days.
Right.
So I've been frequently going to Walmart. Pleases and thank yous and excuse me's do not exist in Walmart.
Which one are you going to?
The one on
Ours is actually pretty good.
you're going to the Clovis one?
Yeah.
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 See, I'm going
One
to
of the
one.
neighborhood ones, the neighborhood market.
Oh,
I'm going to
Nice.
North
Yeah,
Fresno,
nice.
and like, dude, they're rude. Like the
Yeah.
people there are fucking rude. If I say excuse me, they don't say, oh, you know, they just fucking, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like civility matters. You know, like we live in a hyper divided, politically toxic environment. Like the least you can do is give pleases and thank yous to people so we can have a better attitude. But
Right.
like if I say please or thank you and you're like amazed by it and or ignore it, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Let's do better.
Right.
All right, let's go to the love and hate
Mhm.
For
of this
you.
week.
Yes,
Yes.
let's hear it.
What I love, I got a housing contract. It was an off-market deal. And the person that's buying the house is like super attached to it. She's been renting this house for like 13 years in the
Oh,
tower,
Okay.
in the tower district.
Okay.
She's been renting it. So by my math, she has paid close to $200,000 living in this house, renting.
Right.
And now she's going to buy it for almost 4. And I told her, I was like, look, I really wish you weren't renting this house for as long as, I mean, like, I'll help you. So this is why, and this is a story as to why you get real estate agents involved. Orc was there when I had this conversation, by the way. So they told her before I was involved, we'll sell it to you for $380 as is. We will not do anything to it. We will do this deal. You'll buy the house and that's it. If not, we're going to come in and we're going to update it and turn around and sell it. So I'm assuming this house is like super dated, right?
Yeah.
Something didn't sit right with her, which you definitely should never accept a deal like that ever. And I went over and I checked out the house is updated. Granite countertops, new windows, like nice flooring, like the whole thing is done. There's not much more you can do to it to bring it up. And it has an ADU in the back. So I'm like, okay, they're telling you this, but this isn't the case. Okay.
Yeah.
So I call the agent after I got her pre-qualified with the lender. And at that moment, they can no longer speak to her directly about buying the house. They have to talk to me.
Right.
Okay. So I call him and I'm like, well, here's the thing. She said that you said $380 as is. You're not going to do anything to the house. She doesn't want to start this process, do inspections on the house, find something wrong. Now she's out $1,000.
Right.
And you guys are just going to fuck her off. He's like, well, you know, he tried to be like, well, you know, like he can go in and update. I'm like, dude,
is this a private owner or?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm like, there's nothing he can update. The house is updated. Okay.
Yeah.
So her concern, and the reason why I'm even talking to you right now is because you said $380 as is. That's it. You're not doing anything. That's a big concern for her. She'll go find a different house and you could do what? Well, you know, no, we have cruise people. Like we could totally do that. And like, you know, $380, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. It's fine. Like what? Like the attitude completely changes. So I write an offer. They come back to me. Now, if you don't know how a real estate agent is compensated is typically by the seller of the property. Okay. Now I want you to keep in mind, she has paid almost $200,000 living in this house in a period of 13 years. I wrote an offer. I made it fair. It's 2.5% commission rate for my involvement. Okay. Being charged to him. Okay. He hits me back and says, he'll pay you $1. And I said, no, he won't. And then I said, look, this is the way I look at it. And this is, again, the reason why I'm involved. If he's going to complain over $5,000 when she has paid $200 living there and paying a premium for this house, it tells me that if there's $4,000 of pest work on this house that needs to be fixed, that you're going to tell us to fuck off. And I have to protect her money. So I don't want her getting involved in a transaction like this if that is going to be the case. No, don't worry. No, it's not like that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, he's either going to pay me or I'm going to have to take this information. Well, I have to take the information to her regardless to let her know your response to this. 30 minutes, he'll pay you. That was it. So I'm like, okay, so now this is what's telling me. My buyer's not paying me no matter what. She's not going to pay me. I refuse. Okay. He will. She has dumped tons of equity into this house. Right. She's willing to take it off your hands. You will fix the shit that's wrong with this house or she's going to pull out. Yeah. And don't have that kind of an attitude going in when your seller is literally getting this for a premium, tons of equity already built in. And he's a multi-fucking millionaire. That's why I get paid to do what I do. Yeah. Because if she wouldn't have called me and said, okay, they would have fucking steamrolled her. Yeah. And I swim in these waters, baby. So get 'em. I got that in contract. What I hate about this week, fucking marketplace bargainers. Bro, the most mouth breathing motherfuckers hit me up and try to lowball shit. And I'm just like, oh my God. And I swear to God, we talked about it last Friday. Yeah. It is exactly like the rejection on dating apps. I'll give you fucking $30. And I'm like, no, you'll give me $4,000. And they're like, you're not going to sell it for that. It's a fucking stupid car anyways. Who the fuck did it? It's the same shit. And there was one dude yesterday who was super aggressive.
Yeah.
Super aggressive. He's like, 3,800 cash, I'll come right now. I'm like, 4,000 cash and you'll come right now. 3,800 cash.
What do you have it listed for?
45.
45. Okay.
And I'm like, 4,000 cash and it's yours. He's like, give me address. I'll come now. Oh yeah. Let me give you the address to my home. Random aggressive dude showing up with, okay, no, you're going to give me $4,000 and I'll give you the car. 3,800 best offer. No thanks. Okay. Well, what's the cheapest you'll do it for? $4,000 fucking dollars. Bro. And I'm like using translation apps.
Because a lot of people are speaking
Spanish. Yeah. And I even told one of them, I'm like, if you're interested in it, I can sell to you, but I'm requiring you to bring a translator.
Yeah.
You have to bring a translator. I'm not going to do like, because that gives a legal liability issue that someone could come back and be like, well, I didn't understand. You know, we ain't playing that shit. Yeah. Because better believe when I sign over that pink slip, there's going to be a receipt. And I'm taping the whole fucking thing. I swear to God. No. I swear to God. And that's why it's cash only. There's going to be no digital currency exchanged. Yeah. None of that shit. Because I know that scam. They'll do goods and services. Then they'll fucking report it back. Then they'll fucking pull the money back out.
Cash only.
Cash only in hand. I even got a counterfeit slip so I can be like, the first thing I do before I even hand them the key.
You're gonna go.
No, I'm gonna hand them the pin. I'm going to be like, take your money and go like this. Yeah. Right across it. If any of that shit's black,
take it back.
Take it back. Anyways. Yeah. I'm excited about today. Now, we've been dabbling in the conspiracy theory talk a little bit, but something happened this weekend that's kind of opening up a lot of eyes to the bullshit that's going on. Yeah. And we're going to talk about that. Then we're going to go around the table and talk about our favorite conspiracy theories. I feel like I know which one's your favorite.
Do you?
We'll have to wait and find out. So there's a lot of fun conspiracy theory talk coming up after a quick break. That's coming up next. And we're back. If you want to see Boo Drew. Boo Drew.
Oh, Magic Focus?
Magic Focus is the one that calls me MAGA Drew. Oh. Yeah, well, wait until you hear what I'm about to talk about. Welcome back. Also, I want to say big shout out to our Patreon members. I actually just added a cheaper $2 tier. So if you want to go in and see the in-between conversations about front farts and whatever gnarly things you guys talk about when I'm outside making my phone calls, go ahead and check that out. Content down below. It's linked. Now, if there's no one Drew haters, I'm dead. What?
You know what they mean.
I don't know what they mean.
I don't either, but
well, Magic Focus, keep the Drew hate alive. Okay. We need some, we all need a little bit of hate, just to keep us humble. Right.
Sometimes bullying works.
Right.
I don't think
it's a proverb of mine.
It sometimes does.
It does.
Hold on. It could be. Okay, let's talk about this before we get started.
Okay.
I'm not saying be horrible because usually the bullying goes to disabled kids.
I don't think that's appropriate.
Right.
Overweight people.
That helps for me. Honestly, yeah. If I get called a little, they're like, "Wow, you look healthy." I'm like, "Okay, I'll go starve myself for a couple of weeks and go back to the gym."
Meme in the North. Drew's gay and looks like he smells like marshmallows. Thank you, Meme. Keeping me humble. So, disabled or differently able, if you will, heavier people, gay people. It's usually the disenfranchised already that are going to get picked on, right? Yeah. However, I will say, if you kind of are socially idiotic and you don't understand things, bullying can be a way to kind of right a ship to teach you, right? Or let's say you run your mouth a lot and a lot of people pick on you as a result. maybe you learn in this day and age of anonymity on the internet that if you say the wrong thing, you're going to get punched in the head.
Right.
Because bullying can also work for other bullies.
Yeah.
You can be a bully a lot of people and then get the shit kicked out of you and then realize, oh, wait.
Get a little humbled. Yeah.
I can't talk to people like that. I'm not saying it's a great tool. And again, most of the people that are bullied are people that are already, they're people that are already disenfranchised and going to be picked on for the rest of their life regardless. So I'm not advocating for bullying, but I'm saying it can teach social things to people at times.
It's not bullying per se. That's just like a way of phrasing it. But I think being like a little bit of passive aggressive.
Yeah.
It works to like be like, oh shit, that was maybe not cool of me or whatever, know?
For the women. Because if I
men are mean to each other.
Yeah, but that's how we show love.
I don't like that.
I know, it doesn't make any sense.
Like like Donnie will tell me stories of people at work being like, man, you look old as fuck. Or wow, you look like you've really lived.
He must really love that motherfucker.
And I'm like, oh my God, that's really
Why do you hate each other?
Like I would never be that mean to anybody.
First time chatter, raging ride. Welcome. Now, listen. I saw some shit this weekend and we should not be in a position as a population to have to wonder if any of this shit's real. Okay. So I'm going to go all the way back. Now, before I say what I'm going to say, chill out. This isn't a political statement. This is just me talking about the news because everyone gets in their feels whenever politics being brought. Oh, check my son. We're politically gray on this podcast. And guess what? They're all fucking you regardless of who it is. So there you go. That's my stance. Don't get a little bitch fit about it. However, dude, Naruto ran on the ballroom. Okay. Let's go all the way back to Trump's ballroom. Okay. This is going to be the most beautiful ballroom ever. Okay. White House needs a ballroom. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So he basically just fucking demolishes the east wing of the White House.
Yep.
He is erecting this ballroom and now it's being legally challenged by several people.
Right.
So it has to halt. Like all activity on the ballroom has to halt. One of the reasons why is because Congress never approved this.
Right.
Okay. And there is words saying that he is like singularly focused and obsessing about this to the point where insiders had said during security briefings about the fucking Iran war that he'll start going on tangents about the ballroom in the middle of these briefings where it has nothing to do with anything. He's like getting singularly focused. White House Correspondents' Dinner happens. Now, obviously, we know this individual. I'll pull it up. Okay, I should have had this pulled up. Okay.
Dementia Donnie.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 31-year-old Cole Thomas Anderson from California apparently had a weapon, discharged his gun, and the scene was kind of chaotic for a second, but oddly calm. So not crazy, right? So if you look at the photos and the videos of what's going around about what's happening, first of all, Stephen Miller using his pregnant wife as a shield.
Oh my God.
Kash Patel, who's the fucking head of the FBI, hiding underneath the table. RFK being fucking rushed off by security when his wife.
All the wives got left behind.
All of the wives got fucked right off. Okay. Yep. And a woman calls in that was sitting next to Caroline Leavitt and her husband, Caroline Leavitt being the White House press secretary. And she's calling into Fox News recounting what happened. And she's like, Caroline Leavitt's husband looked at me and said, I love what you do on TV. I watch you all the time. You need to be safe. Okay. Because there's some people. And then it cuts off the feed. Like it cuts it right in the middle about what she was going to say, he was going to say to her. Yeah. So it's a little fishy and a little weird. Trump came out and said, hey, I want to continue it, whatever. But then the weirdest part about this is that he immediately started going off on the ballroom.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we need a ballroom. We need to do this in a ballroom because we have bulletproof glass. Then almost like instantaneously, like 40 MAGA influencers on Twitter started preaching the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, I think, pre him going live and saying this shit about the ballroom. All of them. This is why we need a ballroom.
Yeah.
This is why we need a ballroom. So Ashley St. Clair, who is one of Elon Musk's baby mamas, who left the MAGA movement because basically Elon Musk is not paying her child support.
Oh my
It's
God.
fucking crazy.
Right.
If I don't do that, I don't have my real estate license. But if a trillionaire does it, who cares,
Whatever.
right?
Yeah,
I guess it
maybe.
doesn't matter. But anyways, she is not getting what she wants. So she's not the greatest person in the world either. But she is confirmed that top tier White House officials have a group chat with all these MAGA influencers and feed them the talking points of what they want them to say. She has actually shown evidence of this. She has screenshots of the fucking group chats. Okay. Right when I heard that this happened, I was like, this is bullshit. This
Yeah.
is not real. This is
All
staged.
bullshit too.
This is staged.
Absolutely staged.
It's so fucking staged that it's so transparent that this is a methodology that they're using. Like he was dipped in, and I want to go back and I want to be fair. I don't like the conspiratorial brain because I feel like a lot of people choose to live in a non-reality state, like the speculation and, oh, well, this is probably what's real, while ignoring reality infuriates me. Cause I'm like, you can make shit up about anything and just live, it's especially in a day and age when like you have two competing sides. One side is trying to react to basically all the lies that's being told to us as Americans. It's frustrating when people choose to live on speculation instead of like confirmed shit.
Yeah.
That drives me insane. Okay. So I don't like it. But then I go back and I'm thinking like, okay, when he was running for president the third time, he was dipping in the polls. The assassination attempt happened. And then he started going up. Then there was another attempt on his life. And this is why we need to really lock down on these fucking violent leftists, right? He wants a ballroom built. Well, some crazy guy had a gun. And there was reports that the security was insanely laxed. No metal detectors.
Right.
There was people that were like just renting rooms in the hotel, just walking around, no one checking him, no one checking bags. If you take all the conspiratorial shit out of the way, there is not a situation in history where any president, Democrat, Republican, or otherwise, would be put in a situation where the security is that lax.
Right.
Ever. So it's either mass incompetence, which isn't acceptable.
Which could be true
Yeah.
too. It could be a little of both.
Yeah. I just think that it makes me feel like all this shit is fake. Like all
We're living in a sim.
Well, and I think back, I'm like, okay, I shoot guns.
Hopefully.
We're already in the matrix.
Right. I'm thinking like I shoot guns. I know like the velocity and power of a 5.56 round, which isn't like huge, right? But if it grazed the side of just grazed it, the side of an ear, traveling at the velocity that it travels, it would have so much like velocity impact just grazing a loose piece of cartilage. It would blow a fucking hole in it.
Right.
Even if it didn't hit you. Like, even if you just got grazed by it, it'd blow a fucking hole through it. There's not a single scratch on that man's ear. So I'm thinking to myself, are all these staged?
100%.
Are all of them fucking staged?
It's all just propaganda.
It's crazy to me.
I don't believe anything that comes out of anything.
I think this is the biggest problem. My biggest problem is like we live in a state that we can actually question these things as being real. And we should never be in a state that like we have so much distrust, because default pretty much distrust the government in general. Okay.
Right.
Doesn't matter who's there. But when the bullshit is so stinky, right?
Mhm.
When the bullshit being fed to you is so stinky that we need to like really contemplate whether this was set up by our president or not to get a ballroom.
Yeah, it's disgraceful.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
It's like, oh my God, I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
It's
like,
embarrassing
Such an embarrassment.
to think that like maybe the messaging should be like, oh, we're not okay with this. That how dare this guy do that? The gun violence needs to stop. You know, like messaging on like, why the fuck is this happening? Went from immediately, I need ballroom.
Right.
Mhm.
And they have these arms of social media content influencers and shit like that parroting their talking points, and it reinforces kind of the cultish nature of MAGA in general,
Yeah.
which I think is what's frustrating to me mostly because I know people that voted for Trump. I love them. You know what I mean? I know Republicans, you know, I have plenty of Republican friends, Democrats. A lot of my friends are kind of like politically gray like me. They're just like, nah. But
I think most people are.
Yeah.
Like you meet a MAGA person and you're like, were you an addict at one point in your life? Because you're choosing now MAGA as your drug because that's kind of the vibe. Like you have to be addicted to something. You have to be a part of some kind of little group to feel loved and wanted. But that's not the one, bruv.
I think that
one.
I think you're pretty dead on that. And as when we were talking about like the flat earth stuff, I think a lot of people want community.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
That a lot of it boils down to, okay, well, if all I need to do is put on this red hat and say some bigoted shit and I can be a part of your group.
You're like the type of person that just likes to rile people up.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm going to just be super MAGA because it just pisses people off on the internet. And it's like, okay,
that's the type.
And that's
boring.
That's totally a thing. There's a lot of people that just like to get a rise out of people and contrarianism. But like, I just think that it's almost so blatantly something stinky about it. And let's just be real. These pathetic alpha men in the MAGA movement using their fucking wives as shields or leaving them behind. I'm just like,
that was
I'm just like, Christ Jesus, how fucking many times do these people need to fuck up for people to be like,
well, and then
oh yeah,
to be ushered out of like the table they were sitting at, and then just to be behind the curtain.
Oh yeah,
like the curtain's gonna shield the bullet. Like you're just standing behind the damn curtain. It's like so obviously not real. Like there were people still eating their meals.
That guy is just sitting there eating. Is my favorite.
People were just doing selfies, stealing bottles of alcohol.
There was a girl.
Like people were not in danger.
I don't know her name, but there was a girl that took a selfie right behind Trump. That was like, she was like, shoot her at the White House, prayer hands, or the White House Correspondents' Dinner, prayer hands. You know, it's fucking
disgraceful.
It is disgraceful, and I feel like it was all staged. Now, this is not confirmed or whatever, but it feels...
It's allegedly.
And apparently, there's a big sentiment that this shit is not real at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's where we're at in order to get a fucking ballroom for some reason that is kind of worthless and didn't need to happen. So what I wanted to do, since we don't talk a lot about the conspiratorial brain unless we're like, kind of clowning on it. I want to talk about your favorite conspiracies, the ones that you really like to go off on and really dive into, and what you think is, you know, something's being hidden. Because of course there's conspiracies, corporate conspiracies, government conspiracies. Of course there are, but I just think like the popular ones are just fake. You don't even have a line. You don't even have a line on the real conspiracies. You know what I mean? Like no one even knows they fucking exist. So what's your favorite one?
I have a lot of little ones that I like to talk about.
What's the biggest little one?
Okay. So the Jeffrey Epstein, Palm Beach Pete.
I have never heard this.
You've never heard of Palm Beach Pete?
No.
Okay. So he's this man that looks exactly like Jeffrey Epstein. And
I did. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it him?
Right.
He says he's not him, but
He does look exactly.
Looks absolutely
Yeah,
exactly
like
funny. I
here,
haven't seen
let
that.
me see if I can find a
I
picture
have-
of Palm Beach Pete.
Let me
Orca
send
will
this
pull
to
it up.
Orc.
Is that your phone?
Yeah, I turned it off. I sent Orc a video. from Palm
Okay,
Beach
I
Beach.
think that he looks different enough that I could. He does look strikingly similar in some angles.
Yeah.
It's the whole jawline.
Yeah. I can.
I mean, you could maybe argue that he got some facial reconstructive shit going on. Maybe it is him.
Right.
Oh, there's a side by side.
But I would say if they're anywhere, nah, I mean, see, like that's not a convincing one right there. Maybe the shape of the eyes a little bit. But I would say if Epstein is alive anywhere, he's in Israel right now.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Either
for
that or
sure,
Russia.
yeah.
Like one of the two. Yeah, I think there's enough differences that, you could probably get to Palm Beach Pete with some face plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Maybe. I just think they look different enough that I don't know. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. People on the internet, though,
it's still fun to speculate.
it's always fun to
Mhm.
speculate.
Okay, what's your favorite conspiracy?
I don't know. I don't have one that I talk about a lot, but I do have this one client who's super and she really got into like the QAnon stuff. And I love when she comes in just to hear the crazy ass shit.
Crazy shit.
Like
What do you do? You go, yeah, this is crazy.
And I'm like, wow, I haven't heard of that. That's interesting. But yeah, it's like everybody in the government is like, they're like fake. Like Trump is actually JFK. He's alive and he's just pretending to be Trump. And she talks all about the med beds. And there's going to be new money and everybody's going to get money. And then she talks about, like the child sacrifice stuff.
Oh,
And then,
yeah.
so each week it's something kind of new, or each time she comes in,
It's so fun to hear people talk about
Yeah,
stuff, and you're like,
yeah.
okay, all
I know.
right.
When you hear stuff like that, are you like, baby, your brain's broken?
I
gotta
know,
just
she's so
listen.
sweet. She's such a nice lady, really.
But then how? Does she work?
Kind of. She works with her husband's business.
So
She does like the accounting books and stuff. but-
Okay.
yeah.
I feel like sometimes people get bored and then they
Yeah.
just fall into
Yeah.
some like QAnon. The funny thing about QAnon is that like QAnon moved the goalpost so many times
Yes.
on what they said was going to happen. It has moved it so many times that it like literally you should be able to look at that and be like, oh, there's no legitimacy to
No.
any of this at
That's
all.
how she is every time she comes. She's like, well, I don't know if this is going to be the last time I'm giving you these dollars because it's supposed to happen. Going into like the numerology of it all and but the next time she's like, well, they didn't do it this time. So, but we're thinking and she's like she's part of a whole social media
group.
Well, the
And
more
that's-
you get fed that stuff too,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my god, okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yes,
Well,
that's what I believe.
and then
Uh-huh.
that's really what it boils down to. Like it boils down to the group. It's a social media group. There's a group of people, and like she's like, I'm part of a group of people.
Yeah.
I'm a leader. Like the craziest ones were like the lizard people.
Yeah.
So okay, just like what we were talking about on Friday, I'm saying what the plausible nature of it and the probable nature of it. Right? Like we were talking about the moon landing, and I'm like,
Right.
I think we went to the moon, but I think it's completely plausible that we shot it back up so we can claim victory over the Russians, right? Because
Yeah.
it's a very
Mhm.
important time to do something like that. So I think that's completely plausible for sure. Because fucking, I wouldn't trust the government. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I do think that we went there. My favorite conspiracy is by far aliens and the cover up. Like, because there's just so many accounts of like this shit happening. I've seen weird shit in the sky. I've witnessed stuff. Like, it's so blatantly obvious that it's real. And we have like confirmed things that we cannot explain from the military, confirmed in these black ops programs that are confirmed to be real, that had to investigate this stuff. I think it's such a large, overarching, true conspiracy that we have shit that we're not disclosing to the American people. And the push for disclosure,
Mhm.
Mhm.
is kind of what fascinates me. Because I'm like, why are we not just telling the truth?
Because
Yeah.
people will go nuts. Like,
Will they?
I feel like people, super religious people,
Yeah,
it would
that's who
just
it's gonna
wreck
be.
their world.
Uh-huh.
But just like I said on Friday, it's like, will it? Like,
I mean, we've been conditioned enough, I think, with movies and
Mhm.
just like storytelling and things like that. It might be the time that it would actually be fine, but also you never know. Like it could just morality could fall apart if they're like, oh my God's not real. Like aliens are real.
Okay.
Like,
So I would counter that with some of the most immoral people I know are religious. Okay.
100%.
So-
like everything is corrupt in that way.
When people argue, how are you going to have a moral code if you're not religious, is the biggest load of horse shit. Society in general has dictated what is moral and what is immoral. People that don't believe in God still have morality.
Right,
Fuck off
right,
with
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So I think, and if you really want to get deep into it, as far as like the whole religious aspect of it, it's like, okay, the Bible was written by men. And if you're going to go through like a creationist level argument and Christ and all of that, but it was men on earth. And if you believe in an all omnipotent God force, who's to say they didn't create life elsewhere?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you don't need to like, I think that we have been drip fed information to the point where I think like our society can handle it.
Right.
I think we could like legitimately live alien chilling like, you know, at fucking Aftershock. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we are now 50, 60 years ago, probably not.
Yeah.
I don't think we could have handled it 50,
Right.
60 years ago. But now I think we can because there was like a shift in the early to mid aughts, like 2000 to 2010, where the idea of aliens became widely accepted. It was the other way. Like if you believed in aliens, you were a fucking kook. Like even as of the 90s, right?
Yeah.
If you're believing in this shit, you're a fucking idiot, right? Now it's almost like a universally accepted truth that it's mathematically impossible for the only life, not even intelligent life, just life to
right,
exist.
yeah.
It's impossible. Secondly, how many accounts, how many times have people all around the world seen these things happen all the time? If you want to argue maybe like it's an advanced society that's been here before us and they're actually just here,
Right.
like
I
in the
totally
ocean.
believe.
Yeah, which could totally
think-
be plausible. Or, you know, we have a long, long history here on planet Earth. Maybe 100,000 years ago, a super advanced race of people lived here and either got a disease or, you know, a fucking meteor fucking blew them up and like we're derived from their DNA. You can argue so many different things about reality and what we just don't understand. But I think as a society, we could handle it now. I believe like the full disclosure on UFOs, like maybe not the full breadth of it, because I think that there's a militaristic advantage to not disclosing. So we don't have to say what technologies we have
Right.
from them or from reverse engineering what they have. Like,
And I agree with that as well.
that's probably why we haven't heard anything, is to have the militaristic advantage against other countries. But I do believe we are on the precipice of aliens exist. Here's one right here. And they're going to be like, beep, 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 beep. Fucking, I love Paramore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do. I just want to normalize that relationship because it would be fascinating in our lifetime
Oh yeah.
to like meet an alien and just talk to them. You know what I mean? One of the most compelling stories I've ever heard, and we can end on this, is it was a story about a guy who worked on like aviation. It was like a military base, right? And him and 3 other people were driving and they saw what looked to be a very gaunt, like loosely dressed, like man in fatigues, right?
Okay.
Out of nowhere, the car stopped and basically like 2 of the 3 people were not like moving. They were just like tranced out like this. And he said that he, without like his own will, walked out of the car and spoke to this thing that had like a blue complexion. It was like a blue-green complexion. And he said it was a mental link. And when that happened, he was like, it was the most beautiful moment of my life because it was like mass civility.
Yeah.
It's like you understand each other.
Like on Paul. Have you seen Paul? Oh my God. Have you not seen any of the good
no.
movies?
Wait, Paul was Seth Rogen?
Yeah.
Like fucking years ago. So, but it was like mass civility. Like you understood. And even though they didn't speak the same language, like their minds were connected in a way that like he knew exactly what he needed and he was in trouble because he needed to repair something that he had. And like what he described seemed like a tall tale, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's also plausible that it really happened. And like these beings come here as like a stop point to somewhere else, you know, and
or we are alien prison. This is where all the aliens get sent when they're bad.
Here, I got a question for you. Yeah. Okay, because I'm watching Dinosaurs with Dylan. Okay. It is plausible. You know how people talk about like the lizard people?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to get too crazy into this, but they exist a long, long time ago. Who's to say a super intelligent race of reptiles didn't evolve to be intelligent? I mean, they are around.
Yeah.
Fucking hundreds of millions of years ago. And if we are descendants of like simians, like apes, right? Primates, and that's how we evolved in such a short period of time, they have an evolutionary like runway of millions of years. Who's to say that there wasn't some intelligent reptile species?
Who's to say it's not an interdimensional situation where they're popping in and out like Bigfoot?
I don't know if I buy that shit.
I buy it.
I think that's fun to speculate, but
that's one of mine that I like.
Hey, and I won't say that there's not. Oh, well, and that's why whenever I heard about, how do I explain this as like a semi-religious person? Evolution's real. Okay.
Yeah.
Totally real. And if you want to look at a creation standpoint, maybe there was some kind of intelligent design from pre-existing animals that existed. Our way of understanding that is God molded us from clay. But what if it was God molding us?
Like a golem.
Right. Yeah.
This is magic.
So what if God was molding us from apes? Right. And that's just the way that we understand the story, to have our primitive brains understand it. But there was intelligent design in pre-existing animals, something. Call it alien, call it what you will. I feel like if we've done all of this in like 1 million to 1.5 million years to get to this point, imagine if there was, and they had millions of years of evolution and they exist here and have been here for a long time. Now, I don't buy what the common lizard people conspiracy theory is, like the whole government's all lizard people. Their face changes and they'll like they'll look at videos and be like, look, his face is fucking changing. You know what I mean? That shit's crazy.
That's a filter.
Right.
But it is plausible to think that other intelligent species, and about Bigfoot, I always wondered why they call it the missing link. But like, if we did not have intelligent design as far as our evolution is concerned, right? It is chaos. I feel like there would be so many different branches in so many different levels of evolution that there would be evidence of that. I mean, we find our descendants.
You mean like early humans, like the Neanderthals?
Yeah, and how they branched off.
Yeah, like the little hobbit people.
Yeah. I feel like there would be humans with tails living in trees, or like, you know what I mean? Or super large, you know, still kind of hairy but intelligent animals.
We do have those.
Gorillas. But
no, I mean, like some people genetically have a lot more hair. You know, depends on where you are from in the earth, like the equator. Like, you know,
no.
Where the sun is, you're going to be a little bit more.
We have
more
different,
pigment.
but we are all Homo sapiens. Humans are all genetically the same. We have differentials as far as like what our face looks like. And this is environmental, but I'm talking about different subspecies of us. But now you could look at like
what works though. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes, but there should be different versions of us around here. Like there should be different, you know what I mean? And that's why I think, call it God, call it aliens. That's why I think our evolutionary path happened so quick. I feel like there's some design there, like either from alien life or God or whatever you want to understand these powerful, omnipotent beings are. I feel like we were directly influenced on how we evolved because we're evolving so fast. Yeah. Like, just think about the last 200 years of human accomplishments in technology and even our physical appearances, it happens so fast, so fast that, it takes some subspecies of animals millions of years to do what we did in like 5,000 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. We're never going to fully understand it, but I feel like that is the most juicy conspiracy because I want to meet a fucking alien so bad.
Yeah.
What would you ask an alien?
Oh man. So many questions.
Like what's the biggest one you want to know?
Well, I would want to know like if they had anything to do with our creation. I would have a lot of like those types of questions.
That is a good question.
Or
Or
how long
if
have
not,
you been here? Have you been here just watching us? Like, when did you know we existed? Because we just found out you existed for sure. Like, I would have a million questions.
Lady Orc, what do you want to ask an alien?
I don't know. I feel like, what wouldn't I ask an alien?
Yeah.
Like,
I mainly want to know about their society.
yeah.
Because I have a theory. If they're here, then the ocean. Because if they can interstellar travel, they can probably control gravity. If they can control gravity, they can be at the deepest depths of the ocean and not be affected by it. And you see these things coming in and out of water all the time.
Right.
And they know that we physically can't even get down there.
And there's so much of it.
Yeah.
So much ocean that we don't know anything about. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
I if they're here, they're in the oceans for sure. Like for sure. I just want to fucking know about their society.
Yeah.
Are they social? Are they not? Do they mate for life?
Are you nice?
Not?
Are you mean?
I would almost guarantee you they're nice because we are so problematic as a species, like from outside looking in, like from outsiders looking in, like humanity has great feats of care and love and humanity, right? But publicly, we are fucking warring, horrible.
We're invasive.
Yes, we are like a virus.
Yeah.
Like straight up, like our DNA is telling us to like consume as much as possible.
Destroy the skyline.
Destroy everything. Yeah. Destroy, take for ourselves. And there's
Exploit
like
it.
there's like rapists and murderers and people that do horrible things to children. Like if you are an advanced society outside looking in, that is problematic if we can ever branch out into the cosmos, right?
Yeah.
And I would figure as like a stopgap, they'd be like, okay, we
need to fix y'all first.
We need to fix y'all. Yeah. That's what I would figure. I would almost guarantee you. Now, there's a couple arguments like, okay, maybe they are the conquering, warring race and they conquer everyone else. And that's just why they have free reign of the stars. But I feel like there's a certain point of evolution that you would have to get to even get that advanced. To that you would have to be a pacifist. Like you would need to work together.
Have you watched Begonia yet?
No, but I know what happens in the story.
Yeah,
the human experiment.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
I feel like that might be what's happening.
I feel like that we'll never full. And I think that's what we'll stop right here on this. That's what frustrates me about the whole thing. That I'll never know. That I'll never know.
Not in like our lifetime. Maybe
No.
our kids.
Like I'll never know. I'll never get to talk to an alien.
Yeah.
I'll never know about space movies or space friends. Like, do you have space friends? Is there multiple races that work with each other and like fucking high five and play games? Like I just don't know the fucking mundane things I want to know.
You want to live in Star Wars?
Not really.
No?
No.
It'd be so fun.
I mean, if I could be a Jedi, that would be tight.
Yeah.
But like, no, I just want to know if like somehow we share the same things, like the maternity, you know what I mean? And like
alien artwork,
music, like what kind of music? Like, do you have sounds that give you joy? And you know what I mean? Like these things, these are the things I want to know, dude. And also if they have a syringe that cure me all diseases and let me fly, like that too. But I'll ease into that.
Right,
like I'll ask the other questions first. Then I'll be like, okay, so give me the syringe. All right. How about this question? Aliens are here. Boom. They're like, we love you all motherfuckers, but you're weak. We have syringes. We'll inject it into you. It'll cure you of all disease.
It's called
and
steroids.
It'll extend your life by 100 years bare minimum. Are you taking that syringe?
Yeah.
Sure.
You only live once.
As long as I see everybody else is okay, they got it first.
Yeah.
and then-
Yeah. So you wouldn't be first in line. No.
Not that trusting.
No, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Mhm.
You know, because they could be like, you got space AIDS.
Exactly.
Tricked ya.
You got space AIDS.
Exactly.
I take it.
Yeah. Why
Mhm.
not?
Mhm.
You know,
Fuck it. You only live once,
we're
man.
already, consuming microplastics and eating
True.
things that give us cancer on a daily. Like,
Yeah.
might as well take the syringe.
You know, the way that I look at it is like, if they're that advanced, they can control us and kill us anyways.
Right.
So, I mean,
Mhm.
if it goes badly, it goes badly. But if it doesn't, I'm fucking Superman.
Yep.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
No cancer from me. Anyway, stay here. We're going to take a little break. We'll be right back. And we're back. I want to point you out. Why are you not subscribed? Why are you not commenting? I'm noticing these things. I'm pointing them out. Or why aren't you on our Patreon, which is linked down below, to see all the in-between conversations? Huh? Why aren't you? Also, keep your eyes and ears open for some new spots for Anthony Sierra and Horn Photo and Grogg's. We actually shot a creative spec spot for Grogg's. It should be rather fun with Jen Duke. So
Rather fun. When does that drop?
as soon as I find time to mix it down through my busy schedule. Ladies,
Yes.
me and Lady Orc were talking outside about people that constantly fight with other people on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Who's got the time?
Because whenever I open Twitter,
Certainly not me.
Mm-mm.
I just laugh and I'm like, man, this is a gross place. And
Really?
yeah, dude.
I couldn't be bothered to even have a Twitter.
No,
Well, because-
not one either.
I'm like, who legitimately has the time to do that? Like, I barely have time for anything.
Yeah, I barely have time to do Instagram.
Mhm.
Right. So then why is everyone... I mean, I think we got to look at it like that. Like the people that are fighting on Twitter have the time to fight on Twitter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't. like I don't. I think most working people don't
Yeah.
have time to do that.
I only have time to do fun stuff.
Yeah.
On the internet.
Why negative?
Yeah, I don't like to be negative ever
Mm-hmm.
because it makes me have a tummy ache. And I don't like being mean. And I don't like it when people are mean to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I just steer clear of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's kind of a gross place. I was watching it right now. Morgan Freeman posted, it was all staged. It was all staged. It was all staged. And then the comments, the Democrats and the Democrats and then the Republicans, the Republicans, the Democrats, and you're stupid. No, you stupid. You stupid. You're all fucking stupid. Shut up. And then Ron, our lovely landlord, sweet old man, rolls up in his car and he's like, you okay? You got everything under control? I'm like, yeah, we were talking about aliens. I want to know if they have movies. And he was like, I don't need to have a television now because of you, because you're a kook. And I said, thanks, Ron. Appreciate it, dog. So
If you guys ever want a visual of what like Ron looks like, if you've ever seen the Pet Cemetery, the old man, that damn road, very similar to what.
but he's
Ron
like
looks
really sweet.
so sweet.
He is not creepy.
The
He's sweet.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? I like old Jed. Jeb, whatever his name is. He saves the baby. Okay.
What's your favorite book?
My favorite book?
Yeah.
Oh God.
The Bible.
The Bible. No, I like to read a lot of like biographies, things like that. Ooh, caught me off guard.
What's your favorite genre?
Like people biographies. I like to hear about people's lives, like Charles Manson or that lady Ruby Franke. Her daughter has a biography that I read recently just about the abuse and things that she's been through. Things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, like, it's funny that because my aunt, who is super Christian lady, she was fascinated by all those kind of like autobiographical or biographical murder books. Like she was something about like the psyche of a murderer because it's so kind of like
I like knowing how people's minds work.
Yeah.
And like why they are the way they are.
I couldn't imagine taking another life. Like I arm myself, but I would try to avoid that in any way possible.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you don't, killing someone isn't on anyone's fucking sheet unless you're kind of nuts.
Yeah. You can like in your mind compartmentalize it, be like, oh yeah, I could do that. But really, no, like that would wreck my world.
Yeah.
I would completely change as a human being.
Now, I have, ever since my all three of my children were born, understand the idea of like not hesitating if I had to protect them for sure.
Yeah. Under that circumstance, I think that would be the only like just like
I think that's the only
protecting my young
self-preservation or like protecting your children. I don't think there's a hesitation in it.
Right.
It's like no way. But when like people like are broken and then end up like killing other people, I'm like, how? Like how the fuck does your brain? What's your favorite genre of book, or maybe your favorite books? Because you're an avid reader. You read.
I read a lot. Yeah.
You read.
Lately I've really been into like mystery thriller kind of, those have been fun. Yeah.
The mystery books are cool if you have like a good writer that can like layer a mystery. Cause I would think that that's one of the most difficult genres to keep you like invested in a mysterious story.
The twists and the turns and all that.
Yeah. I used to really like fantasy books, like the dragon books. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stephen King's one of my favorite authors. But Project Hail Mary was
really good.
Fucking incredible. I like a good read, man.
Have you read the Red Rising books?
No.
You might like those.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Royce was telling me about Red Rising as well.
Yeah. They were recommended to me by a client like many years ago. And I read all of them except the last one because I don't want it to end.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, I'm not ready.
So I read the Dark Tower series by Stephen King when I was 21 years old. And the mystery of like, what is the Dark Tower? What happens at the Dark Tower? Like keeps you moving through the book. Like it keeps you going, like what's going to happen? What's going to happen? It kind of keeps you going. That was probably one of the most biggest sprawling stories, like 5,000, 6,000 pages later. And it's crazy because The Gunslinger is the first book in that series. And when it comes out, Stephen King writes himself into the series about like the doors opening from like, there's a big story at hand here. And it is clearly different before and after he got hit by the car. So like before it's the Gunslinger, the Drawing of the Three. Why am I blanking on the third one? Wizard and Glass is the fourth one. Why am I blanking on the third one? Anyway, so there was 4 books written before he got hit by the car. And when he came back, he started writing to end the series because he was talking about how there were people like that were dying of cancer, that were on death row, that were begging him to tell him the ending of the story, like what happens, because I'm going to die. I'm not going to know. And he said like the truth is that he didn't know. Like he didn't know. So he started that process again in recovery from getting hit by the car.
Oh my God, it's giving misery.
Dude.
It's giving misery.
And he talks about how he's a really bad alcoholic before then and that he had to change his life. But like to have a story that's gripping, that layers a mystery that deep, that people care so much, it's quite amazing. So I recommend the Dark Tower series. Don't watch the movie because the movie is absolute trash.
Usually.
It was so bad. It was nowhere near good. And that's not Idris Elba's fault. Idris Elba is the man.
He's great.
He's a gorgeous man. And he has super charisma. Wasn't his fault. It was just a shitty movie. So
it happens.
Now we're not going to do reactions.
What?
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
I thought we didn't have any.
I have mine.
Okay. Orky's got a couple reactions.
Ooh.
Now, before we get to these, Val, where can everyone find you on the socials?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at TFMO Hot and Talking Podcast. You can find me on Instagram for massage therapy services at Val_O'Brien_massage. And you can find us on YouTube and Spotify at TFMO Hot and Talking Podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lady Orc.
Yes.
Where can everyone find you?
I am on Instagram as Mrs. Lady Orc.
Mrs. Lady
Mrs.
Orc.
Lady Orc.
And I'm at pretty much the Duver 559 everywhere. The Wastelands is book number 3. I was like, why am I blanking on that? And they came out with an 8th book I have not read the 8th book because I'm like, fuck that. It was 7 books. I read it, and it's like an in-between story. It's like in between Wizard and Glass and Wolves of the Cala. And I'm like, one of these days. But it's kind of like you. It's like, I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't want it to wrap up.
And it ended the story. Like the story ended. So I'm like, it'll be a good romp to like go in one day and read the in-between or maybe reread the series. I mean, there's like a novella that takes place before The Gunslinger, but this started all the way back in 1982, like 2 years before I was born, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I don't know if I need the in-between story. Like the story ended. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I know what happens at the end of the Dark Tower.
Mm.
I made that journey.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to our reactions. What we got?
Oh, yeah.
Hey everybody, this is Palm Beach Pete, and my video went viral because some dude randomly filmed me while I was driving on I-95, unbeknownst to me, and the next thing I know, I'm a viral sensation. I had my phone down for about 4 hours, and I didn't know my phone was blowing up with all these comments from that video, so I got a lot of traction. It's pretty crazy. Thanks.
This is funny. Look at the comment.
Yeah.
I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. Quote, Jeffrey Epstein. If Face Off didn't face off, this face off.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life with mental special.
What the fuck?
Classic Mentos.
What it's like living in Florida.
Is it an alligator?
I know.
Oh, that's a Florida man right there.
What did the baby say?
Is it a nice one?
Oh. I used to do this to not get catcalled.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like shopping with my mom, I'd be like, Mom. Mom.
I don't know why it made me think of this. I was watching last night how to make concrete orbs. Because I'm like, I want to make a concrete orb.
For your garden?
Yeah. But then I saw how much work went into it. And I was like, I don't know if I want to make one.
That's fun. Or the concrete little mushrooms.
To give you an idea, when you do leather and you use the contact cement to put it together and then you keep on going, there's a couple periods during the build that you have to wait. I'm horribly impatient, horribly. I already have so much of a time sink in everything else that I do that if I want to do something like this, the concrete orbs is really cool. They look awesome when you put them out, but you have to wait for it to set. So like a project like this can take weeks to do. And I'm like, I do not have the patience to do this.
Is this how you do it?
No, this is just another video I found.
Oh.
You ready?
Yeah.
Seed in the world.
Oh my
the buttnut.
God.
Bigger than an apple seed, nectarine seed, mango seed, and even a coconut is this, the coco de mer. The seed of coco de mer can be referred to as a nut, and its odd shape has given rise to a common name of butt nut or bum nut. In fact, the original scientific name is Lodoicea calpigae, which in Greek means beautiful buttocks. This species, like the coconut, is a palm tree, and it produces the largest and heaviest seeds in the world. This one here, I'd say is about 20 pounds, but they can weigh up to 65 pounds.
Oh my God.
So in this cabinet here, we have about 5 or so other coco de mer seeds, and in fact, we have a cross-section of the seed, which is basically a seed cut in half. Coco de mer is native to the Seychelles.
That's a
That's
badussi.
crazy. That is a badussi.
Yeah.
That is a badussi. It's a badussi nut.
Yeah.
So there you go. Fun episode. Speculation about all the things that the government be hiding from us.
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite conspiracy? Let us know down below. But I think there is a magnet on this.
It's literally what it's for. Pick up some screws. Yeah.
I'm going to say I appreciate you guys coming in today. We're going to be fucking off for at least a few days, but you'll see this on Wednesday if you're not live with us. Remember, we go lives Mondays and Fridays at twitch.tv/the the Doover podcast. New episode going live as soon as Eddie gives me the thumbnails, coming up very soon. And until next time, gotta go love you, boy.
Bye.
Mwah.